yeah, but like I was saying, the Giants, Malik Nabers is looking like a guy that I wanted to talk to. I forget what kind of brought this topic up,
Mm,
but he's looking like we haven't seen this a receiver have this type of impact for the Giants since Odell Beckham
yeah.
Jr.
Mm,
So I really feel because of the injuries, a lot of people forget just how good. Okay, this is how this conversation went up or came into my mind. Someone was speaking about Justin Jefferson and how like like when he's playing, it's must see TV. Yeah, he's must see TV, but I don't. The last player I remember being must watch. Like you was turning on a game to watch this guy make and like catch a slant and take it fucking 80 yards to the crib. Just about it seemed like every play or catch a ball, something
mhm.
spectacular, even in the warm-ups. The last player I feel like that was must watch TV like that in the NFL was Odell Beckham Jr.
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
would just. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, no, you're good. I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, he had that one year where he was. It's hard to say, dude, because in his prime, dude, he was so skilled, such a great athlete. I mean, he was unbelievable, but I just didn't see enough of it.
Oh, yeah, I think he had the first 3 years before he broke his ankle. I think because the second year was pretty much more of the same, and then the third year he broke his ankle against the Chargers and had to sit out, and then kind of been plagued with injuries since then.
Yeah.
But I feel like the combination of speed, athleticism, he's a dog too. He'll come up and fucking block you. Pretty much an instant touchdown, a lot like how Tyreek Hill is nowadays. But I feel like it was a little bit more spectacular. Even I feel like I feel like he's like a guy who gets like underrated. And when we're talking about like I feel like if he has a healthy 10-year career, I feel like we're looking at a top at least top 10 receiver all time.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, he's nasty, bro. That's why I said at the beginning of the podcast, you're talking about Jake Daniels as offensive rookie of the year. Like right now, I'm like, Malik Nabers is up there too, bro. That last game, dude, I think he caught that one drive. He caught two balls in the same drive that were just insane catches. Like the one he ends remind me of Des Bryant in the
Oh,
end
the one
zone.
where
Like
he
he's jumping
caught
up
it
there blocking someone.
parasailing in the air. Yeah, when he ended
Yeah.
the toe tap.
Remind me
Yeah.
of Des Bryant shit, bro. That me and you were just talking about that the other week. But yeah, man, he's gonna be special. He is unreal. And I don't know.
You think you
I'm
think
trying to
you,
think of who I would compare him to.
who? Oh, Malik Nabers.
Yeah.
Uh he's more powerful than Odell was.
I don't want to be, hey, and I'm not just saying it because I'm a Cowboys fan, but like in his prime, do you think he kind of reminds you of Dez
He's a
a little
better
bit?
route runner. He's a better route runner than Dez. He's a little bit
Yeah, I think he's a
faster.
better athlete all around than he is, for sure.
I was gonna say like a mix between like a Jamar and Dez.
He reminds me a lot of Jamar
Ooh,
Chase. That's a good one. Yep, that's a great
Mark Chase,
yeah.
yeah,
Because he's more powerful. He's extremely powerful, and yeah, like Jamar Chase and Dez. I think that's
Mhm.
yeah, that's a good comparison right there. Because yeah, he's yeah. When you seen him snatch the ball from under the
Crazy,
freaking yeah, that's Dez Bryant, and then you see him
crazy.
run the route in the back of the end zone, and then do the Jamar Chase type catch toe tap with as much grace as a gazelle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
he's an
crazy.
issue. But then you're looking at Marvin Harrison Jr. He's balling too.
yeah.
I mean, he had that one explosive game versus us, but I think last week he actually got held in check a bit.
Mm.
He
There's
scored.
a lot
He had
of
a touchdown.
huh?
He's yeah.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say there's a lot of mouths to feed on that offense too, to be honest. But yeah, no, I feel like right now at this moment, if we're just basing off these first 3 weeks, the offensive rookie of the year is for sure like the Jaden Daniels and Malik Nabers, but I feel like we already know how the NFL like favors the quarterback
Oh
positions.
yeah,
I think
100%.
that
Well, I don't
the
know, man. If Malik goes for 3 touchdowns and 200 yards this upcoming week and makes the Dallas Cowboys 1-3, he might have to take the lead right there.
no,
And
it's
yeah,
Oh
definitely
yeah,
possible. I'm just saying that the NFL does favor quarterbacks for positions
yeah,
like that
for sure,
for a lot of the time.
for sure.
Not all the time, but just a good amount, I feel like.
Yeah. And going back to You guys hear me, B?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Whenever I plug my phone in, it goes away. Anyhow, uh, kind of going back to Marsh was saying, but you know, Marvin Harrison, he had that one good game. But the thing that concerns me, and after week one, this was the thing a lot of people were talking about. And they even had a stat to track it, was how slow he just looked on the field. He didn't look nearly that slow in college. And they, I forgot what they call, but do those things where they track how fast your top speed throughout the game. And his top speed was like 15 or 16 miles per hour the whole game.
I think that was one of the
Even that game though, that he went off to score two touchdowns, the one where he caught it and ran in, he almost got hawked from the back. He didn't. He looked like he was like in slow mo almost.
well,
So
yeah, he's a long strider and he's wearing black shoes. Black shoes make you, like Coach Rod said, you got to wear the
oh
high
my
white
goodness,
socks.
that
It
much
makes you look
slower though?
faster.
Come on, that much slower?
Well, and I think that 15 miles per hour, I think that was an NBA centel type shit where it's not even it's fake. Like that's just a nigga is trolling. He wasn't running no damn 15. He ran a 4.5. He ran a
You
four
gotta
five
admit that.
forty,
You gotta
which
admit
isn't the
though. He does.
fastest,
Yeah,
but he's 6'4" and has the body control of someone who's
yeah,
5'10". That's what makes him special.
true.
Yeah, he's not the fastest. He's not Julio Jones, but he's gonna. I think he's gonna be just as him and Malik Nabers. You can't go wrong with either one. And now I'm fucking as a Chargers fan looking at Joe Alt has a MCL sprain. I'm like, God damn, we could have used a guy like
Yeah,
Malik Nabers. I mean, Quentin Johnston, he's been balling a little bit. He has 3 touchdowns over the past 2 games, but Malik Nabers is just like he's the real deal. He is the real deal.
No, definitely. But
Absolutely.
I feel like because especially with the signing of the hardball for you guys, his identity is just Smash Mouth. So it's
Yep.
like the with watching y'all the past like 3 weeks, like J.K. Dobbins' career revived. I'm like super excited to see him out there running again. Like with how injury riddled his career has been the last like few years. Like I'm honestly pumped for the guy to be out there and like getting all those like good runs and all them stats and stuff. I know it feels good for him too. Takes a lot of pressure off Herbo. But it kind of does seem like that you guys are lacking a little bit of like that deep threat, or I guess like the electrifying player that's out there on the as at the receiver position. Um Lad's a good player too, a good slot receiver.
Yeah.
But I don't really see him really burning anybody, but he's more of like a route technician type of guy. Um, QJ, I think if he gets that confidence up though, I think he can be a dog, man. I
Yeah,
think he can be a dog.
absolutely.
He just got to get the confidence up.
Yeah, I remember there was an off-season workout, him and Marvin Harrison Jr. running routes, and they look like the same guy. So it's like, yeah, he has all the tools. He's 6'4", he's fastest, he's quick for his size, he's strong, he's big. He just has to kind of just use his hands and his size more on
Yeah.
those 50-50 contested catches. He can run by you. That's not the issue. And he can get good yards after catch for a guy that size, but he has to really use his size to his advantage. That's the difference between him and a guy like Mike Williams, who was a jump ball, contested ball guy. But I mean, he's producing right now, so they're
Mhm.
putting him in positions to succeed. They
Yeah.
last year, Brandon Staley and that whole squad, they were trying to use him like Mike Williams, and that's not his game. So at least Harbaugh has the kind of the football IQ to use a player the way that caters to their game. So I'm happy to see that. But yeah.